So I'll talk a little bit about what happened. There was a time when I was in my 20s where everybody knew that I was very excited because Peter Gabriel was writing to me, and I was getting letters from his secretary, Amanda Harcourt, her lawyer. And I was like, oh, wow, this is so cool. This is so great. This is so cool. This is so great, right? Now, I was in high school in Pittsburgh, and here's the difference between me and like alternative media has turned up their nose at me universally. I don't get viewers. I don't hear from George Galloway, Greg Stoker, um, Owen Jones, people of that sort don't bother with me. They feel that they have proven something about me already. And there's an agreement there. And I'll explain what that is. See, in high school, if you're um, happy go lucky the way I was, you thought that when you met somebody it was a chance meeting and you either got along with them or you didn't get along with them and you moved on. And of course, I was deaf, but I was a poet and attractive to some girls. So, if you get it on, what you don't think is, oh, there's a rock star who is being normal. He's hiring accountants and peep show police to sucker you into a prostitution ordeal that he is paying for and sponsoring because one of his girls has expressed interest in you and he wants to disprove the idea that you are worthy and desirable. That's not what you think. What you think is that there's a chance meeting and you either get along or you don't. So I was at a disadvantage because before you know it, people are putting poison in your mouth, saying if you Hustler magazine people are saying if you don't respond properly in a Zappa appropriate way to if you're not subservient to a hustler calling your sister a Jewish word for a whore, then you will get semen in your cup and you will get scabies in your clothes. And the observation, you're touching us with an HIV injection needle. I mean, that's what starts happening. And none of these people, these creepy people who are sandbagging about Gaza, bother with the fact that Mick Jagger played in Tel Aviv on the eve of the Holocaust in Gaza. They don't bother with that. The fact that Penis Gabriel was and Robert Fripp were kowtowing with to Colin Powell during the age of weapons of mass destruction. They don't bother with the fact that Amanda Harcourt was warned over and over again that Nosferatu was in on the terrible atrocity that had taken place in the 80s. They don't bother with any of that. They do not bother with that because to them, normal is understanding that powerful people with an interest in their cause hire girls to get involved sexually undercover for New York corporations with Pittsburgh happy-go-lucky poets who've been deafened in a strange crime of great magnitude, which they find hilarious, the way they find Gaza's atrocities hilarious. Was kidnapped, tortured, gassed, brutalized, slaughtering blows to the head, terrorized, poisoned, given nerve agents to manipulate me. And this is what the blacks sitting around the projects goes, we don't like white people. Don't talk to white people. The white person can't be trusted. And so they make up the story, oh, that's a provincial norm on behalf of the KKK. The NAACP at Pitt are like this with the KKK at Pitt. They call it a union. They call it the Green Party. They call it Seattle being Seattle. They have a whole lot of weird euphemisms for molesting and torturing children in a graphic genocide ring, because the sandbagger media situation is a bunch of people who say, well, that should be expected. When Penis Gabriel gets interested in you, he's going to hire attack prostitutes. Didn't Bowie say something about throwing darts in lovers' eyes? What do you think that means? Jimmy.